Hey teammates. So we're going to look at East Asia economies, and more specifically we're going to look at how they have an impact on us here in the United States. Let's get started. We're going to start with a video that explains the different economies to us. So make sure that you're listening to figure out what type of economy you think we might have here in the United States.
Nearly every society in the world faces the same fundamental problem: how to distribute limited resources to people in a way that will be fair and effective. This is what is called scarcity, and different societies approach this problem in different ways. There are four essential types of economic systems. The traditional economy is based on culture and rituals and is focused on the community as a whole. Everyone pitches in and benefits from everyone else's efforts. Small societies focused on subsistence farming and hunting are considered traditional economies. An example would be a traditional Inuit village in North America. A command economy relies on the government to make all economic decisions, including allocating and distributing resources and regulating prices and wages. A modern example of a command economy would be North Korea. A market economy is driven by consumers whose decisions determine how the industries and financial markets will operate. Individuals choose how their resources are used, what goods to make, what services to provide, and what jobs to take. In a pure market economy, there is no government involvement. Because of this, there are no true pure market economies. Most societies today have mixed economies, which utilize limited government involvement while also applying free market concepts. One example would be the United States. However, nearly all other countries are some form of mixed economy as well. Each is unique and faces the challenge of finding proper balance between consumer choices and government control.
So just a reminder, the US does have more of a mixed economy, meaning the government has some sort of control, but mostly it is run by the people deciding what they want to buy or what they want to sell. So China is a little bit confusing because it has a communist government, which means that the government should own everything, but a capitalist or a mixed economy. So in communism, everything's owned by the government. However, in capitalism, businesses are mostly privately owned, meaning that individual people can own a business and it's not necessarily run by the government. How does this work? In China, the government still has a lot of say in the businesses and the rules that the businesses have to follow, but the government does not have all the power or own all the businesses. So an individual might own a business, but it might also have a lot of rules to follow because of the government, or it might pay really high taxes to the government. So the government still has a lot of influence on the businesses. How does this impact us? Well, because businesses are privately owned, people from America can own a business in China. That means that some of the money people in America get is from China. If China is doing well and people are buying things in China, then America makes money. If China is not doing well and people are not buying things in China, then America loses money. If China doesn't buy things from America's company and America loses enough money, then America does not have enough money or food for all of its people. Let's look at this just a little bit differently. So you'll notice that we've got China on one side over here, we've got the US over here. Right here is my flag representing my company in China. So America owns a business in China. If this company is doing well and making money, then America does well and makes money. If this company does not do well and does not make money, then America does not do well and does not make money. So if things are bad here in China, then things are bad here in the US as well. Our next government or economy is Japan. I'm going to read this little writing for us, and I want us to notice a couple of things. So in this type of economy, consumers, which are the people who buy things, decide how to spend money by buying certain goods and services. Producers, which are the people who make things, make money by satisfying consumer demand in certain goods and services. Competition among business and supply and demand determine which businesses succeed. The most efficient businesses offering the best quality of goods and services at the lowest price survive. So people want to buy things that are really good, but for a low price. The type of economy that is described above is a free market enterprise system. So a free market enterprise system. The paragraph above is describing the economy in Japan. Japan, the people who buy things or consumers influence what will be sold. So people decide what to sell based off of what people want to buy. Our last government and economy we're going to look at is North Korea. So North Korea is a country that has been hard-line communist for a really long time, meaning that everything about the country is communist. The government is in control of everything, the government owns everything, and they get to make all of the decisions for the country. So because of this system, North Korea's main economy is weapons development. Let's look a little bit more into this and figure out what that means. So North Korea is very hidden about its government and its money. It does not really share information about its government or its money with other countries. North Korea does not allow any other countries to have a say in its country, and the government is in control of everything. So America could definitely not buy a company or put a company in North Korea. Because of this, the government in North Korea can spend its money on anything it wants. So the government owns everything, and it runs everything, meaning it can spend its money however it wants. They spend their money on making and testing huge weapons. So you'll notice in the picture above that a lot of their money goes towards creating and developing weapons. If they decide that they don't like America, they could use those weapons on us. So if we do not have a good relationship with North Korea and they're spending all of their money on weapons, then America could be in a lot of trouble because North Korea has the power to hurt us with their weapons. So that's why we care what North Korea is doing and how it's spending its money. That's all for today, Kipsters. I hope that you have a great day. Make sure that you ask if you have any questions.